This is Tech Talk Today, episode 264. The adventure has begun, the multi-day road trip to Scale. So far, we've covered 320 miles, that's about 515 kilometers, and we're parked just inside Eugene, Oregon, at a Cabela's right next to the freeway, which is a bit loud, but it also means incredible internet signal, which actually kind of brings me to the hardest part of this road trip so far. Disconnecting my brand new internet connection back at our home base. After 2 years of living in this thing, we finally have good internet, and now I'm about...
5 days.
For 5 days.
Actually, it's probably like 3.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna pull out the Ethernet. We were able to take our time packing up the RV. The first night, we did like a deep clean, and we prepped just about everything. And just had a few things to take care of in the morning. And despite having been parked for an unusually long 60 days, Lady Jupes fired right up. Fires right up. 60 days. Maybe it's because Lady Jupes is nearly 40 feet long. Maybe it's because everything of value that I own is inside this RV. But I'll admit, there are moments when I get a bit nervous. Dia's doing a walk around and getting everything buckled down. We haven't moved the rig for 60 days. Got a little bit of butterflies about that. For some reason, no matter how many times I've driven this thing, the first time I've driven it after a long period, slight amount of butterflies. This is also going to be the most trickiest pull-out I've ever done. That's what she said. Okay, here we go. Off the first box.
Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with rain until midnight, then rain likely after midnight.
Shut up, shut up. I do not need that. Shut up. Nice and slow. We're past our lights. We're past the last set of blocks. Okay, now we're going to execute our first backup. Gonna do a hard turn. Gotta avoid the blocks. Alright. Coming around. Hadia nods, everything's good. Oh man, I think we got this thing in one shot. Yeah? Got the thumbs up. But those butterflies always pass within a few minutes. Oh, now I'm on the open road. It feels good. Once it's up and driving, it feels like just a big yacht sailing down the road. And then you can't wipe the grin off my face. Right out of the gate, Lady Jupes faces one of the most challenging, neglected stretches of I-5. This section literally wrecked one of my trucks one year. But I was ready, and Jupes was ready. And we had the ride of the Valkyries blasting, and as the wise Mr. Sulu once said, you turn her into the wave. Arrived at the studio without any incident, and I needed to get right to work on Linux Action News. But I also knew it was my last chance to take a shower for probably the next 3 days, because we're going to be driving hard and podcasting. After land wrapped, it was down to business. Road business. Hadia input our first destination.
Green Acres Road.
And we were off.
Turn right on 168th Street Northeast.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna mute that shit. After about 20 minutes, it's like old times. We start talking and reminiscing, discussing things like Hadia's clinic.
That's one of the things we're looking at.
Deal with traffic and rain. We're pulling through downtown Seattle at 20 miles per hour in the rain. Couldn't be a more Seattle exit. Traffic. Traffic and rain. And we try to keep an eye on Levi, just in case. Stopped on the side of the road so Levi can go potty. Little dude has done so good. It's 5 p.m. We've been driving since 2 p.m. It's about time he goes outside. Only problem is it's raining like crazy.
Go for it, Pop.
Go potty, Levi.
Good boy.
Look at him getting right to work. He knows what we're here for.
And you know that I'm super proud of him.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Good boy. Oh, he's all wet.
I know.
And well, he He was out there for 10 seconds. I mean, that was his quickest pee ever.
Come on, boy.
Good dog.
I'm gonna get you another treat. Gosh darn cutie. You gosh darn cutie.
And then it's drive, drive, drive until we feel too sleepy to drive anymore. Then we find the rest stop and we hunker down. It's about 7 a.m. on day 2. We spent the night in an Oregon rest stop just outside of Eugene. It's about 32 degrees, so we have been bundled up. The furnace is going, but that's the only source of heat we have, and we can't run it too much or it'll drain our batteries down. And it's a noisy rest stop, so we got the Bluetooth speaker out, got the noisemaker going. Levi's eating breakfast. I'm gonna eat a little breakfast. And then we're back on the road for a few hours until Coda Radio. But just a quick drive this morning, somewhere where we can park and hang out for a few hours while I record. Alright, we're at our quarter spot. Navigator agrees this works. Navigator agrees. Well, okay, it's a little unlevel, but don't need to be level to podcast. So wish me luck, because I'm about to do my first show on the road to scale. Welcome to 264. It's just me, it's just Chris today. I'm on the road to scale, and I want to start by thanking Linux Academy. linuxacademy.com/unplugged. Go there to sign up for a free 7-day trial. It's a platform to learn more about Linux. In-depth courses, human beings ready to help, videos, self-paced, and set your own time limits. Everything you need to learn more about Linux. linuxacademy.com/unplugged. Now, we just got a quick episode for you today because I am literally parking lot surfing. I'm camped down, I'm hunkered down right outside a sporting goods show. Well, I guess I'm more like parked outside of Cabela's, which will probably be one of our more loud recording locations because it's right next to the freeway. But it also means I'm getting 25 megabits up and down and ping times of about 60 milliseconds on my phone connection. So you got to trade some things for other things, I suppose. A couple of stories jumping out at me as I'm going down the road today. Nobody's telling me about this one because Telegram's down. This one is affecting both Telegram as well as Signal. They've been down for several hours, the Next Web reports, and I'm not sure if they're related, but you have to wonder what's going on at this time. And as I record right now, we just have acknowledgments from Signal and Telegram that they were having issues and that functionality is coming back online right now as I record. Europe just came online 25 minutes ago, I believe. So it's slowly but surely getting back online for Telegram. Both services that focus on security and privacy, taken offline today. But really, it's just been a bad couple of days for the cloud, hasn't it? Because last week, the AWS services were down, affecting Echo devices like my own. I couldn't even turn on my heater. I felt like a caveman. So it's just been a bad couple of days for the cloud. Sounds like SpaceX had a confusing couple of days. This is coming out as part of a book. It's not new information, but this is a quote from Elon Musk. "We literally thought someone had shot the rocket." SpaceX thought someone fired a rifle at their rocket, so they bought a rifle and shot a tank of helium to test the theory. They even went and looked around at competitors' office sites. They say they found things that looked like bullet holes, and they calculated that someone with a high-powered rifle, if they had shot the rocket in the right direction, the exact same thing would have happened, so it must have been sabotage. I guess things are getting pretty heated in the space race. And then just a quickie to round off our headlines. Google says that Flash usage amongst Chrome users has declined from 80% in 2014 to only 8% of Chrome users today. How about that? It's just a quick update today to let you guys know where I'm at, try out all the gear, and validate the setup, and then I'm off to go record Coda Radio. But I also want to remind you, you can track our progress live, jupiterbroadcasting.com/rover, and if you're in Pasadena or the Pomona area, where Jupes is going to be parked, ping me on Telegram or Twitter. Let's hang out at ChrisLAS, and you can safely follow the adventure from the comfies of your own home or wherever you listen to fine podcasts, techtalk.today/subscribe. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you soon.